malam Tuan Boni. Apa khabar Tuan Boni? Salam Tuan Salam, apa khabar? Okey, kita ada pemikaan untuk pair EJ daripada Tuan Ikhwan.
Okey. Kita tengok EJ terus.
Baik.
Okey, first kita start dengan daily sebab weekly bit agak besar jugalah. Kita tak berapa nampak dia punya trend. Okay. So on the daily, if you guys look at it, I think we talked about it. This on a bigger time frame is still considered sideways. Of course, bila kita sideways tu kalau daily time frame, it can go easily. Kalau macam ni we are talking about 134 until about 127, almost about 600-700 pip from the top to bottom. Okay, it's a lot. Tapi for people who are in a position ataupun swing traders, it's actually a sideways market. Okay, but nevertheless, I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. JPY will be weaker. Okay, so to test the resistance generally on EJ, GJ, UJ. I think this we already talked about it. Why Japanese yen will be weaker during that time. But then in the last 2-3 weeks, this Russia-Ukraine punya issue is plaguing the market ataupun becoming a headline. Okay, so that's why we are seeing JPY taking a bit stronger stance on this, and also Euro temporarily was weak during this time. Okay, and then it picked up the bit later part. Okay, but still JPY is stronger than as it is ataupun what as it is was expected due to this geopolitical issue. Okay, so similar to EURJPY punya movement. Okay, of course EURJPY is already at the bottom side, but JPY is on the more on the resistance ataupun the top end punya chart at this point. But because of this Russia-Ukraine punya issue, we are expecting this Japanese yen to strengthen. Okay, but as I mentioned it, hopefully over the weekend ataupun when market opens on Monday, we probably if we hear some good news ataupun positive news following up, especially on Russia making a diplomatic agreement with the US. Okay, and then there's a bit of a ceasefire ataupun gentleman agreement, then we are probably looking at the EJ to move up back again. Okay, but the movement, we're not expecting strong move. Okay, maybe sekarang ni is sitting about 130 something, even at most probably another 200 pips. That means we are looking at it, kalau ada positive news coming out, we may be looking at it maybe here ataupun somewhere here 133, and then market probably looking to continue dia punya downtrend. That means if you guys can see on the bigger picture, market already making this kind of a resistance 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. So we are expecting maybe another 4th time somewhere kat sini, and then continue down. Okay, on this channel. Okay, so this move is what I'm expecting before on the bigger term, bigger time frame correction. Okay, so but for this to happen, we need to have some positive news, and we cannot have this Russia-Ukraine issue confrontation keep happening. If this happens, then instead of this move, we are expecting this move. Then later part, if there's some diplomacy agreed, then we are looking at it, come back, then continue. Okay, so net in the longer time frame is still downtrend, but it's just a matter of whether right now short term goes up before coming down, or come down first, then only goes up before continue like this. So this part a bit tricky. It all depends on this Russia-Ukraine punya issue. If everything is okay and no further confrontation, then we are expecting about 150 to 200 pips somewhere here, 132 to 133. Then bigger correction when suddenly this economic crisis ataupun recession ataupun inverted yield inverted yield happening. So if this news coming up at a later part, then you see EURJPY make this bigger move. But at this point, market still not seeing this. Market right now is seeing geopolitical issue on Russia, Ukraine. So that's why it will be a bit further. But if there's no news coming out, then I will see some positive news flowing out, so that EURJPY can take at least about 150 to 200 pips on the upside. Okay, Bun. So that's on the EJ.
Okey, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu Rashid. So itu analisa untuk EURJPY